Hey everybody, I'm Rob the Builder. Can we build it? Yes, we can. How you doing, David? Now, Bassman was going to be here, but he sent me an email explaining that his internet's down. The textbook Murphy's Law, as it were. Um, so, yeah, he may or may not be on for this stream. You'll see how we roll. Um, Apparently, it was might been on around 6, but I believe that's probably well into the stream. We digress. Um, so, more's the point. What are we doing today? What we're doing is Batman. Um, and yeah, well, I guess at the end of the day, we'll just get started, shall we? These are. No, what I'm trying to grab here is this. Because we may or may not be using this. You'll soon see why. Um, but yeah, hope you're well, David. Say hi to her ladyship. Um, and we shall get down to business. Yes, we shall. Now, voice things first. Now, mm, mm, sorry, excuse me a moment. I just need to move the cursor. There we go. Bring that around. Now, in we come. Boom. Na 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 na. Now, first up, here's something I actually did want to check. Now, the reason I had that texter out earlier is I think I normally do with vehicles is I outline the doors with the texter. Now, the question's going to be, is it even going to matter on a black background? I've just noticed something about this car. I'll show you. That's funny. That whole bat thing they do, like this, with the tire rims. I've only just noticed this. I can't believe it's taken me this many years. Even the tail thing's got those little wing sort of shapes to it. Ha! That's hilarious. Look, I guess at the end of the day, what I can do with this, as far as is it even worth it, I can start, if I look at it and go, yeah, you know what, we're not doing that. Because if it makes no odds, it won't show. And if it will make some odds, well, that's a win. All right, now. Let's see if it shows, shall we? Actually, it does. Once I've completed it, it's a very small thing, but it does show. I think that's actually, it does highlight it a little. It's probably possibly just my unbridled pedantry. Well, let me just. My roll of paper is a distance away. Now, here we go. Let's have a look. See if I can show you. So you can see there is it does bring it up a little bit more. So it is worth doing. So we'll do the other side. That didn't take long. I didn't go all the way up, so I'll fix that. And then we'll do the other side. Just bring you out a bit. And then we'll have a look at a few things on our kit to ensure we get all the optimal detail. And down we come. Down we go. And up and down and down. All right. Now, we are going to be painting over that, but it'll still highlight a bit more. That's the theory. And I'll probably go over them again once painted, or before. Yeah, you get the idea. Oh, hey, Bassman. Now, give me a moment. I will just share screen. Hang on. I'm just trying to. Yep, invite's what I want to do. Aha! Hang on. Here we go. Yeah, right. If you actually, what I can do. Sorry, I'm going to try that one more time. Sorry, make this take a bit long. I wonder if it'll take me through to. Excellent. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay, we'll try it another way. Hang on. Hey, people. Copy. Now. There we go. There's the link to click on Bassman. So yeah, the drill is you click on the link and you should come up on what's called the studio first, and then I can click you on to add. So yeah, once you click onto that, it'll all be good in the hood. Now, in the meantime, let's have a look at what's needing to be detailed, shall we? Chevy engine red. Interesting. Oh, that's just going to be the red that goes around, or is it? Let's have a look. Chevy engine red is color 4, apparently. Rubbin. Funkiness. Okay. Now they're going to give us some. What I'm looking at here is there's a whole stack of engine we potentially can be detailing. Does it give us color? What colors we should be using? Now, the colours are identified by square blacks. One's answer, no. Okay. Well, not there, they don't at least. No, they don't. All right. So, what I'd say, let's have a look at this engine. Now, they are to be found in because Batmobile or not, you can't just be doing these in jet black. That's not how this rolls. No, 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 son. All right. And we'll pop this over to there, along with. Now here's a starting point all of its own. Now, which end goes which is something else to sort out on that front. I would say that way. But all I'm really keen to do is just get that out of the way for the time being. Now, what do we have here? That's all, or mostly, cabin interior stuff, I would suggest. Hang on. Yes. Okay, some of this is for the engine. Most notably the chromed parts. Oh, this, that, and the few chromed bits. Okay, so obviously we don't want to paint them any specific color just yet. What I'm going to use as a template on the colors is the colors that we actually used for the Mustang, I think. Would be a simple option to roll with. Yeah, don't chew your phone data. That can actually get really, really expensive. I once had somebody chew my phone data. To be fair, inadvertently, it was not intentional, but he did. And then I got this bill, $1,000 for a month. And I'm ringing up saying, what the fuck? And it all got sorted out, and I didn't have to hit the guy up for money. And they've said, look, okay, there's clearly been they're actually very good about it, I must say. It does, of course, help if you're not a complete cunt in the way you approach them, but hey. Now, we don't need those just yet. What I'll do, Bassman, is I'm going to obviously continue with things. Now, fun fact. Actually, one thing you might be able to do is if you watch what I'm doing, you can possibly do it sort of yourself, off camera sort of a thing. Not even while I'm streaming even. It's just too easy, that is. Now, all right. Here's a question. Something I might quickly checking. Do these exhausts, it's twin exhausts, have something they glue onto to make them nice and shiny after the fact. And I'm guessing if it doesn't, we can attend to that. The answer would appear to be, good people, no, we're going to be making them nice and shiny by themselves. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Now, where does this portion go? I would think that doesn't really show, does it? Oh, okay, that goes under there. That makes sense now. Okay, gotcha. That's a bit of an unusual methodology. Anyway, okay, let's get the engine bits out. So, I would say that's actually an engine bit. Maybe. Let's just check the number before we start getting all excited, shall we? Oh, they've got the numbers actually pressed on some of the bigger ones. Which well, if it's in an area where you're not going to see it, doesn't matter. Answer no. Now, I would say that it's possible that that 39 thing is, I am correct. Boom. So we're not chopping that out. And this is also 40, 40. Oh, and you know, bless their cotton socks, I can actually see these numbers. All right. Ah. However, they are mechanical things. Those ones, they can come out. And oh, even better, boys and girls, certainly in my eyes. They've actually rather cleverly. I've got to show you this. Scrape this out, man. And we can paint that. That's okay. But they've happily left a gap. This is only attached quite sturdily, I must say. But what's really good about that, in my eyes, at bare minimum, where does 35 go? We'll have a look at that in due course. Now, for those who have joined us and wondering why it's just me, unfortunately, young Bassman has had internet issues, as you do. It does happen. It's an unfortunate fact of streaming. Trust me, Obi Rob knows this to be true. God, they're thick, chunky bits of sprue, which is not necessarily a bad thing. So we can look at detailing that. And like I said, I love the fact that the numbers are so clear and easy and, oh my lord, that's pretty good, man. Happy with that. Now, next, we'll pop this back in the bag. We'll start looking for those other engine bits. What the hell are they? That's the gear stick. That's the actually that will require a bit of love and a bit of attention. That I suspect 13 might be the we've got a couple of oh no, this is just the decals, not the colours. Bugger. Now part 13 is indeed, I would suggest, boom. So that's going to want a bit of love. Yes, it is. They're suggesting colour 5 being silver. Interesting. But is that, what are these? These are numbers 1588. I don't think they're anything to do with the engine, but we'll have a look just to satisfy my curiosity. If I spot them on any of the other sheets, that's all good too. 15 and 80. 15, okay, they go at the very back, they're going to be black. Okay. 88, however. not spotting that so much. Intriguing. You won't get, if I can't find it, I ain't worrying about it just yet. It's the bottom line. This one I reckon I'm going to go for this engine thing, or exhaust thing. I'm going to see about looking for a picture so I can get a better feel for that one as far as the colours go. No, not spotting 88 anywhere. That's fine. It was 88, wasn't it? Either way, I think there's nothing to worry about engine-wise, so we shan't. Do I want to trim that out just yet? Yeah, I do. I do. Oh, let's just stop there. I was never a big ABBA fan anyway. Although, I got to say, they came out when I was like in single digits. I remember seeing, they came to Adelaide. Oh, hey Sid. Oh, Minpins, how you doing? I am mostly a plain guy. Heart problems are never good, mate. Sorry to hear that. I am really good. So yeah, all is well in the land of the Robster. Yes. I'm doing a lot more cars. I've actually gotten quite a lot of work done on a Mustang as well. But yeah, I got encouraged to. I did have the Batman kit. I got it because some guys I was jamming with wanted to do Batman. I thought this is just too good because we were going to do live shows, and I thought we could get somebody to run around with the Batmobile. So yeah, that was why I got it, and then I showed it to some of the others, regular viewers. And they said, but indeed, one of them would be building it with me on stream. Now, where does this go? I reckon this is part of that. That's a guess. Yeah, anyway. And one of who would be on if it wasn't for the fact that his internet's down, with the tried and tested way of life putting a bone up your clacker when you want it to do stuff. And we'll pop that there. This looks like engine and suspension stuff we can get stuck into with vim and vigor. We can. You know what I've totally failed to do though, although that's not such a biggie. Totally failed to do surfacer on it. I'm going to paint it, and I am, because yeah. So anyway, that's okay, because if I hit it all with surfacer, it won't actually take that long to dry. Where in my experience, surfacer doesn't take that long to dry. Actually, what might be a sensible idea then, it would be potentially to, now, are these meant to be black or chrome? I think they're meant to be chrome. Oh, no, they're the backs of what goes on with the chrome. There's a chrome piece that goes on top of these. I'll show you what I'm waffling about. Oh yeah, it's yeah, sure, man. That's all good, Bassman. Now, anyway, these little bat shapes, to my understanding, aside from going on the wheels, then get. And what I'm thinking is I might as well just get the surfacer on these parts, identify the others, get surfacer on them, and that'll mean that I'll be able to get started on the detailing on these by the time The rest is dried. This is the theory, good people. Anyway, what these bat parts go or shapes go on to, or goes on to them was the point. Give me a moment. Where's the chrome? Here, chrome, 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 chrome. Aha. Because, here we go. I have to take it out, otherwise the plastic will get in the way of the viewing. Boom. I reckon you'll find they go on top of those black shapes. So we don't actually need to paint them, per se. I suppose we could. All right. With the stuff I've gotten out that I would be quite happy to work on as far as from a detailing viewpoint, it does, but not the ones you're expecting. Give me a moment. Here we go. Looking, finding. This actually has figures for an episode of the Batman TV series where Catwoman and the Penguin steal the Batmobile. Now, to that end, we have figures indeed. We have, give me a moment. The Penguin. Whack, 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 my fine feathered fiends. Whack, whack, whack. Oh dear. And, unsurprisingly, Catwoman. So yeah, it does have figures. I'll just zoom you out. So yeah, it doesn't. Curiously enough, it actually doesn't have a Batman and Robin figure. So when I will sort of get the figure and strut around saying, I didn't need molded plastic to enhance my physique. Pure West. Now, as I was saying, there's a couple of other little spots there I might highlight with my texter. Yes, there are. Anywho, now I'm going to do this. I need to bling down because you don't want to be putting surfacer on with bling on. No, you do not. No, you do not. Mouthful of coffee. I never saw it either, but that's what it gives us. That's if you choose to put the figures in. Now, the one thing I would say of the figures, and it's probably the only thing I'd actually criticise the kit thus far for. Oh, I've got to try saying that a few times quickly. Thus far for. Anyway, is that the figures are rubber rather than plastic. And to my understanding, rubber is a bit of a fisting to paint. So yeah. Anyway, let's get my sleeves up. Whoa. Now we'll go. Like I said, I'll actually in the bigger reality of life, the universe, and everything. I could pretty much just hit the surface with all of that. Those of you who will have been watching lately would have realised I'm now on the wire min pins. I am having a bit of a rumble with I prefer to go a wireless headset because it makes life a lot easier in a lot of ways. And the problem is that, oh geez, these gloves are packed heavily. I can't get the bloody things out. Come here. Why, you little... Yeah, I'll just have to do a bit of Google foo on how to paint rubber. I'm sure it's a simple matter of correct approach, you know. Jesus. What? Look at this nonsense. How the hell is I supposed to... I'm only after one glove, guys. Come on now. Have I ripped it? Probably. No, all is well. And breathe. Now, surfacer. No. Doesn't really matter which surfacer I use. I've got some over there, I think. There it is. There it is. I should probably get this one off as well. Now, I think the reason I'm a bit wary of painting rubber is because, and this is pure, the person or the mate who showed me pretty much how to build models was always a bit wary of them. And maybe that's part of my, I'm not too sure about this, but if I do a bit of Google foo, there's got to be nice, easy ways of doing it. I'm sure there are. So, you know, now let me get this glove on. There we go. The eternal sound of the customs officer. All right, now I'm going to be taking my headset off for a little while. And yeah, it won't take me too... I'll be away for a couple of minutes, I would expect. And then I will return and we shall continue identifying what we need to do some detailing on. So, in the words of one General MacArthur, I shall return. Alrighty. Alrighty. Now, while they're drying, we can continue this. There's not really much point in my returning my bling onto my person, as I'm only going to have to take it off for the next round of whatchamacallit. Ha! Whatchamacallit. Yeah, applying of surfacer. Now, let us have a look. Well, actually, all of this does require surfacer at some stage, just not necessarily. Oh, hello. Oh, these are the parachutes. That's hilarious. Now, let's just. You would have to be in here, all the engine parts, I would think. Now, this is meant to be. Okay. Yes. Yes. Rubbin. Believe these need to be. Well, that's easy enough. What the hell is that? What part number we got here? Part 6. Now those are, I believe, engine brackets, but we'll check that. What part numbers are they? 17 and 16. Now the reason I think that is, no, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they go. I found out where that goes. So there are 2 of those or just 1? Rubbin. I would say that goes in the. You'd think, by the looks of it, unless there's a second one of these, that would have to go in the middle. And there is not a second one of those. That goes in the middle. No worries. Okay, don't need to worry about that. I'm looking for. This is again 16 and 17. And I thought I saw them in this sort of an area. I see where they go. There. But you got to fit them to the. Okay, so we don't. That's not part of the engine stuff. But this is very much engine stuff. Yes, kids. Yep. Engine. And more engine. And most of this. Now, what I'm thinking. And as we know, I do occasionally. Hey, Sprue, how you doing, man? Now, I'll go chassis black on the engine or the transmission housing here. I reckon here I am going to go the same, or for large parts of this block, the same blue, and in fact I can go a step further. I've still got to put parts of this back on, but I'm going to try and get this engine, notwithstanding there are some variants on it, in a similar color scheme to this one. So I'll be using that same blue for large parts, but you get the idea. ultimately that will be similar to what, yeah, blue. Oh, yeah, well, do what you got to do, Sprue. Now, what we'll do here is, as I said, having identified what we're going to work on, we are now going to, give me a moment, hit this with a bit of surfacer. Now, by my reckoning, the other surfacer, a lot of it, may well be close to dry already. And all I'm saying to that is, come to Papa. Now, all right. Now, because I'm on the wire, I can't keep the mic in, obviously. So, what we'll do is I'll do as I did before, which is to say, take my headset off, and I'll be back shortly. Now, I took my other glove off. Where have I put the A there? Now I'm going to go through all that kerfuffle of actually getting a glove out of this little schmozzle. Oh, hang on, there's one. Oh, it came out easily that time, as the bishop said to the choir boy. Now, next. Okay, I shan't be long. I've only got these two bits to do. Now, what I might do even is potentially, do I want to bring over the stuff that I'm going to be working on immediately, so that I can just, well, let's give that some thought, shall we? Give me a moment. Maybe traveling here. No, that's still wet, I would suggest. That one's looking, but we'll pop that. We'll get some of this in order or nearby, so we can at least have a looky-see. Looky-see. Reaching, how dry are these? Still quite wet. But, yeah, boom, there's a giveaway for you. Now, do I have a cunning plan, boys and girls. Yes, I do. Actually, it's not that cunning. I lied. What I'm going to do is, normally I keep myself nice and warm and my electricity bill's nice and low by sitting under an electric throw sort of thing, because I'm the only person I have to keep warm, and I'm a tight ass. But in this circumstance and positioned where I am, if we get the aircon on, because I'm pretty much directly in the firing line, and by extension, so will any parts that require drying be. My theory, quaint though it is that with a bit of luck, it will facilitate the drying. Aha! So yeah, that's the plan. Now, what I'll do, if I try to reach the stuff that's still drying at the moment, it's going to be probably pulling my headset off. So I think what my best move is, I'm going to take the headset off now. I'm going to move the other, you'll see the other bits appear in front of me, or here. I'll apply the surfacer, and then I'll be back. Boom. Ich habe gesprochen. All right, back in a minute, guys. Right, chaps and ladies, I am back. Now, let's see how these are travelling, shall we? That's the lid from the surface. Are they dry yet? Not yet. No, that's okay. What about these ones? No. Oh, no, no, no. Sound like Consuelo from Family Guy. Oh, no, no, no. Okay, that's all. That's going to be a little while. That's okay. What we can do, actually, from a may as well viewpoint, it's not the Batmobile, but that doesn't matter. What we're going to do very quickly, while this is still getting dry enough for us to work with, we're going to get this box out of the way. We're going to move maybe this one across to here. Maybe slide this one across to here. And this one across to, I don't know, there. Give us a bit of space. Now, first, I would like very much, I'm going to pull that back, to get this back on to here. Bring in a bit. Oh, excuse me. So what I want to do is just get the nose cone onto this. Hopefully that'll be an easy and cooperative outcome. Now, what I might want to consider, excuse me again, you're going to get a whole shot of my arm. I wonder, wonder, and you may well ask why. Sorry, I'll stop right there. If I get this, yeah, that'll probably help facilitate from an angle viewpoint until the nose cone is set. Oh, you can't see what I'm doing. I popped it into there. And by theory, where am I going to put these? Just here, I guess. They are my shitty brushes, ones that I'm not too bothered about. Is that will help facilitate the I'm kidding myself. It's not going to make that many odds. I'm just going to have to hold it for a little while. And online, mate. If you, I think I got it from eBay to be more precise. But yeah, search Batmobile. You know, to be perfectly honest, I can't even recall why I did, or what inspired my, or whether I just saw it. I can't remember. But at the end of the day, that's where I got it from, online. That much I can confirm. But yeah, if you search, now important detail that might help you like isolate down to a specific, or this specific kit is the brand is Polar Lights, which I've never really heard of before, but that's them. 1:25 scale. Yeah, I'm actually even thinking of buying another one just so I can keep it unopened. I'm sure that would be something that would potentially, in time, the whole thing with pristine is, of course, that's when it gets its value. And sometimes it's the obscure stuff that does the job. And yeah. It might not be worth much to a lot of people, but it may well be worth a fair bit to the right people, if you follow me. All right. Hopefully this is a trouble-free fit. So, don't touch the decals. For those who are unaware, of course, that's precisely what I was concerned would happen. Because of this horrible thing called gravity. I'll need to do some painting on that. That's fine. Yeah, okay. Give me a moment. There we go. Right. Now, do I just hold that? I don't want to just hold that there. It's a pain in the ass. I know how I used to do it. Actually, maybe I'm just being a drama queen again. Yes, I will have to tidy the paint up, but obviously that's going to have to wait until such time as oh, by the way, Sparrow, I assumed you were talking about the Batmobile. Although this one too I got on eBay. All right, we'll let that go over there to dry. And then we'll have a look at the Batmobile parts again. Excuse me. How are we traveling? Well, how toasty I am. These should be pretty bloody close to dry, I tell you. Close. Very close. Yeah, I can still see a bit of... But that's okay. That's okay. We've got plenty of other things I can pay attention to in the short term. Now, I reckon there's a fair bit of luck, or with a bit of luck, by the time I get... Well, I only go one side on this, of the vent cover on, we should be able to get a bit of work done on... yeah, I got that online. Search polar lights, 1:25, Batmobile. Don't know what to tell you. And you should go find, bing. You might need to click on shopping or whatever, but yeah. Yeah. Doesn't really matter which side we go first, as long as we put it on the right side, which is, in this instance, the other side. Now, so let me go. Come on. There we go. A bit there. Let's do this, peeps. Now, a question I might want to ask myself is, what colour would I like to start with on the bits that I have ready to paint on the Batmobile once I have this on? There we go. Nice. Perhaps a shade lower at the back. And we will let that sit. Yes, we shall. Now, well, these are ready to roll. Now, these are the exhausts. And not the big chunky one, standard ones. And I'm thinking the color I'll go with these. Got a couple of options on that even. I'll give you a zoom in, a bit of a. If you, Sprue, if you get the kit quickly enough, because Bassman, who isn't on today because his internet has put its fist up his ass, I don't know if did it even was it did the internet provider even give you the benefit of a reach around Bassman? I'm guessing not. Rude. That's what I call it. But anyway, what I'm gonna do is so yeah. Anyway, if you want to get the kit, depending on how quickly you can get it, we're going to be working on it together, doing like in the probably possibly tomorrow. Bassman will be on with me doing this kit, so if you want to join in a bit later. Now, this one, I want to do chrome. Yes, I do. On the Mustang, it's aluminium, but this is the Batmobile. So certainly the bottom ends need to be chromed. Actually, that would probably be the more correct way of doing it, wouldn't it? To aluminium, aluminium, chrome. All right, we can do that. Which brings me to the question, or the other option I have here. How much chassis black do I need? Various points. No, not much just yet. Okay, we'll start with some aluminium on here. Yes. Aluminium is around here somewhere. Aha, I find you. Now, delay. Well, I'm actually quite happy that even haven't gotten that much done, but at least we got a few things surfaced. Got a few plans made. This is all good progress, all of its own. And we'll be on the Batmobile the next couple of streams, so we'll start getting a bit more interesting with it all. I'm looking forward to doing the paint job. I really am. I think that would be very, very cool. Bassman, have you? Did you want to use decals or paint? I don't reckon painting is going to be real hard. I reckon it's going to be pretty easy, as far as the stripes go. That is, you know, that red trim thing they have going on. Now, give me a moment. I'm looking for a receptacle that looks like it's had aluminium. This has had aluminium. Boom. Boom. Yeah. There we go. Now, I might want to put the stopper in there, big boy. And this is not going to be a tricksy job. But we'll start with possibly, actually we'll go for a nice chunky for a punky brush. Do I want to go really big? Maybe. No, I won't go that big. I'll go for something this size, a bit more moderate, but yeah. Alrighty. Now, I can quite happily hold it down here, which is kind of convenient. What I'll do first is around there. And then I've got some of that on the stem that's going to be chrome. That doesn't matter. No, it does not, because the chrome will just go straight over the top pretty easily. Now, delete. All right. Now we are getting to the point of, I can just be nice and free and easy with my strokes. Ooh, it sounds a bit saucy. There we go. Delete. 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 Right. Yeah, that's going to work well. Have aluminium than the chrome. As I said, it's probably a little more technically correct as well. Certainly that's how it's done on the Mustang. So that's a pretty fair basis to roll with. Delete. Now that's that muffler. Need to consider, once I've gotten this one ready to rock and roll, I will, or well, it's not ready to rock and roll, but with its aluminium, I'm going to check the time, because I may need to cruise very soon. But we've got things organised and set up well for tomorrow. Yeah. Delete. A bit more down there. Repeat process here. Oh, that's better. All right. All right. So, oh, hey, Big Racer, how you doing? You've caught us sort of at the tail end of the stream. Unfortunately, Bassman couldn't be with us because his internet is putting its fist up his fundamental orifice. But hopefully tomorrow. And tomorrow and the day after, we'll be continuing work on the Batmobile. What I've done mostly today is organisation, a bit of prepping. I'd forgotten to apply surfaces to everything. So yeah, that was a bit of a thing to do. I haven't applied surface on everything, but the stuff we're going to be working on and detailing. Got a couple of bits on the, got the nose cone back on the P51D, although it does need some painting. Got half the air filter cover on the, you'll see. Before I wind up, I'll be showing it all, so I'll show it all now. Now, there we go. And all right, that's one exhaust with its we're done with this aluminium. Maybe a little more back down here, just to give it a bit of a tidy up. That's better. Now, over to this side. Alrighty. Well, I'm actually in many ways quite pleased with what we got done today from the viewpoint of this is the only bit I got painted. But at least now I've got everything that we're going to be detailing the short term off the or hit with surfaces so we can do our painting thing. And then assembling thing. Now, I'm thinking I'm going to be painting the red stripes on, possibly. So I don't reckon it's going to be a big trick to mask up. It's pretty simple. And in fact, when it comes to putting the red on, because I'd probably put the red before I did the jet black on the paint coat. So I could even be quite rough with the red. It's just a question of making it nice and tidy, but because there's just one color underneath, it's a question of just getting the lines straight. Boom, see you later. So I reckon I might do that. I'll have a look at the decals, see how thick they are. Almost there. Now, you may notice on these that I've only done half of them for those who weren't here for my speculations on how I'm going to do it, the rest will be chrome. All right, let me just clean my brush, then I'll show you what we got done today. And then I will be winding the stream up. But in showing you what we have here today, you'll be able to see what we're doing tomorrow. Yes, you will. Hang on a moment. All right. Okay, what we got done today, mostly, was just applying the surfacer. We got the door lines outlined. Hang on a moment, there's a, which may not look like much, but it does actually show. And will hopefully come out a bit more once the painting's done. We got, excuse me a moment while I think, to yank, out you come. A bit of paper just to go squelch, so that paint doesn't go everywhere. We got surfacer on everything. Well, not everything, but a lot of stuff. Stuff like this. These. Let me reach out. Here we go. Boom. This sort of caper, which is a lot of engine stuff. So, yeah. We also got half the engine cover, the cover on our 109. Just wanting that to dry so we can put the other part on. And we also, let me just reach over, come here, you. Got the nose cone on that. What we need to do is a bit of painting to tidy it up. All right. That is me done for today. Thanks for watching. I do appreciate it. Let me just get my camera right. Dearie me. All right. All right. Again, thank you for watching. I do appreciate it. First time viewers. Magic word time. No, it's not Shazam. It's not Abracadabra. It's not even Open Sesame. It's follow, like, or subscribe. If you did not see this coming, you have not been paying attention. Thank you, David. Now, if you'd like to track me down on other platforms, I'm Rob the Builder on Facebook and YouTube, and Robster the Builder on Instagram and Twitch. And, oh, wait. There's some words coming to my mind. Can you guess what they are? Can you? I think you can. Yes, you can. They're follow, like, or subscribe. All right. Well, all of that being said, tomorrow we are going to, as I said, do some detailing on the Batmobile. I am a little speculative about whether I should airbrush some of what I want to do, and I might yet do. This we will speculate on in due course. But yeah, whatever else, detailing. But that'll be happening tomorrow and Friday. I might be on Saturday. We'll see. If not, I'll be on Sunday. We digress. But I'm definitely going to be on tomorrow, and we all know the drill, peeps. At a similar kit time. and on the same kit channel. Actually, in this instance, I can even go to the source where I got that one from. My pleasure, David. The same bat time and the same bat channel. Hopefully I'll catch you guys then. See yous.